Let us continue solid state. In the solid state, we'll consider ideal crystal of sodium chloride. Ideal crystal of sodium chloride we will take. The sodium chloride crystal is this one. Okay. In this sodium chloride crystal, sodium is sodium and chlorine 1:1 ratio present. In this sodium chloride crystal, sodium and chlorine present in 1:1 ratio. Okay. So this is a ideal crystal. This is a practically available crystal. Practically available sodium chloride crystal. So how this crystal is behaving? Okay. So in this crystal, if you see at this place, what is missing means Na plus is missing. At this place, what is missing means Cl minus is missing. Okay. So here in this practically available sodium chloride crystal, if you see NaCl is Na plus is missing, Na plus is missing, then Cl minus is missing. Cl minus is missing. In the practically available sodium chloride crystal, at this place Na plus is missing, at this place Cl minus is missing. Okay. In the practically available sodium chloride crystal, at this place what is missing means Na plus is missing, at this place what is missing in the sense Cl minus is missing. Okay. That means here NaCl is missing in the sense missing of ionic pair. We can say missing of ionic pair we can say. What is the meaning of missing of ionic pair? Missing of ionic pair means one cation is missing, one anion is missing. Therefore, we can say missing of ionic pair. Missing of ionic pair we can say in this case. And in this crystal, this place is called in this place Na plus should be there. That Na plus not there. So lattice point is here in this place Na plus is missing. In this place Cl minus is missing means defect is there. Imperfection is there. It is not perfect. It is not perfect. Like that we can say. So here defect in terms of what? Missing of ion. Here defect or imperfection is in terms of what? Missing of ion. Therefore, in this lattice point is appearing vacant. This lattice point also vacant. Therefore, we can say that it is called vacancy defect. We can say we can call this is as a vacancy defect. So we said this is as vacancy defect. We said, sir. Now we will see density of this crystal. We'll see the density of this crystal. Now this crystal we will compare with this ideal crystal. At this place ion is missing, here ion is present, Na plus ion is present. Na plus ion is present. At this place ion is missing, at that place Cl minus ion is present. Therefore, ions are missing in the sense mass of this crystal is getting reduced when compared to this. Mass is reduced, mass of this is low when compared to this. Therefore, we can say density. This density is low when compared to this. So density what happens means decreases. Because of missing of ions. Because of missing of ions, mass becomes low. Therefore density becomes low, we can say. Density becomes low. Then we will see electrical neutrality will see. Electrical neutrality will see. Electrical neutrality. Whether it is electrically neutral or not, we'll see. Whether it is electrically neutral or not, that point we'll see. Now here we will count here see for this Na plus, here Cl minus. For this Na plus, here Cl minus. For this Cl minus Na plus is for this Cl minus here Na plus is missing. For this Cl minus here for this Na plus Cl minus is missing. So we can say for this Cl minus it is Na plus. So that for each Cl minus Na plus is there. Therefore we can say This is electrically neutral. Electrically neutral means total positive charge and total negative charge are equal. So electrically neutral we can say. Next, we will talk about lattice energy. We will talk about lattice energy. How the lattice energy will be there? How the lattice energy? How the lattice energy will be there? We'll see. So lattice energy in the sense attractive force among the ions. Attractive force among the ions is called lattice energy. Now here vacant site is there, therefore attraction is disturbed. Attraction is disturbed, isn't it or not? Here vacant site is there, here cation is not there. Here cation is not there means how these anions will attract this place. If cation is there, these anions will attract this cation. Since cation is not there, these anions are unable to get attraction from here. Similarly, here if anion is there, these cations will attract this anion. Since anion is not there, these cations cannot attract this anion. These cations, how these cations will get attraction from this place? So what happened to the attraction due to these vacant sites? Due to these two vacant sites, what happened to the attraction? Attraction getting reduced. The magnitude of attraction is called the lattice energy. The here due to vacant sites, magnitude of attraction getting reduced. Therefore, we can say lattice energy is getting reduced. So magnitude of attraction getting reduced in the sense stability getting reduced. Stability getting reduced, we can say. Then now in this crystal, in this crystal, vacant sites are present. That means holes are present. These holes can carry current. Therefore, it can act as a what? So this sodium chloride is ionic compound. This ionic compound in the solid state, it is ionic compound. This contains ions. In solid state, will it conduct electricity? No. In molten state, it will carry current because of movement of ions. In the solid state, it is not conductor. This sodium chloride is ionic compound. In the solid state, it is not conductor. But in molten state, it is conductor because ions carry current. But in solid state, it will act as semiconductor. Due to what? Due to holes. Due to holes, it acts as a semiconductor. So which type of semiconductor? Shall we say intrinsic semiconductor, N-type of semiconductor, P-type semiconductor? What shall we say? Intrinsic semiconductor means pure semiconductor is called intrinsic semiconductor. N-type semiconductor means free electrons carry current. P-type semiconductor means holes carry current. Here which will carry current in solid state? The holes can carry current. Therefore, we can call this is as a P-type semiconductor, we can say. We can say this is as a, this comes under which category in the sense it is coming under a P-type semiconductor. This sodium chloride crystal comes under a P-type semiconductor, we can say. Sir, now you say that this crystal this crystal, shall we say that it is having a perfect crystal, shall we say? Perfect crystal. Perfect in the sense, shall we say that it is ideal crystal? Shall we say that it is ideal crystal? Shall we say that ideal crystal? What is ideal crystal? Ideal crystal means perfect should be there. There should not be any defect at all. There should not be any defect at all. But here it is having vacant site. Here ion is missing. In this place cation is missing. In this place anion is missing. Therefore, shall we say this crystal is called ideal crystal? Shall we say? We cannot say. This is not ideal crystal. Because here cation is missing and anion is missing. It is not perfect. It is not perfect. It is not ideal crystal. Then we can say it is a imperfect crystal. It is imperfect crystal. That means this crystal is having imperfection. Imperfection means this crystal is having defect. This crystal is having defect. Now this crystal is having defect. In which defect it will come across? Will it come under stoichiometric defect? Will it come under stoichiometric defect, shall we say, or non-stoichiometric defect, shall we say? It is having defect, okay. So it is coming under stoichiometric defect or non-stoichiometric defect. Which shall we say? It is coming under which type of defect? Shall we say stoichiometric defect or shall we say non-stoichiometric defect? Sorry, what is stoichiometric and non-stoichiometric? If the formula is same like ideal crystal, then that is stoichiometric. If the formula is deviating from ideal crystal, then it is non-stoichiometric. Now we will see the formula of ideal crystal. Sodium chloride ideal crystal formula is NaCl, ratio is 1:1. Sodium is 1 time means chlorine is 1 time. Now we will see the formula of this crystal. In this crystal we said it is we said this crystal is electrically neutral. For each Na plus 1 Cl minus is there. For each Na plus 1 Cl minus is there. For this Na plus Cl minus is there. For this Na plus this Cl minus is there. For this Cl minus here Na plus is there at last, because it is not having Cl minus here. For this Cl minus here Na plus is there. So shall we say, though vacant sites are there, each Na plus is having 1 Cl minus. Therefore, what is the formula of this crystal? What is the formula of this crystal? Shall we say formula of this crystal is same like ideal crystal? Shall we say formula of this crystal is same like ideal crystal? Then this crystal is called stoichiometric crystal, because formula of this crystal is same like sodium, same like ideal crystal. Formula of this crystal is same like ideal crystal. Therefore, we can call this is as a stoichiometric crystal. And in this crystal, defect is there. Therefore, we can call this is as a stoichiometric defect, we can say. So, this crystal is coming under which category in the sense stoichiometric defect. This is coming under a stoichiometric crystals, stoichiometric defect. So, in this crystal is coming under a stoichiometric crystal. Therefore, it is having stoichiometric defect, we can say. Now, in the stoichiometric defect, if ionic pairs are missing, if stoichiometric defect is having missing of ionic pairs, then that defect is called what? If stoichiometric defect, if stoichiometric crystal is having missing of ionic pairs, if stoichiometric crystal is having missing of ionic pairs, then we will call the defect is Schottky defect. Then we will call defect is a Schottky defect, we will call. Then the defect is called what? Schottky defect. Schottky defect comes under stoichiometric defects. Okay, so which crystals and all will show Schottky defect? Which crystals and all will show Schottky defect? That we will see. Which crystals will show Schottky defect? That is first group. In the first group, sodium chloride, then potassium chloride, then cesium chloride, then from another group that is called silver bromide. These crystals are showing Schottky defect. These crystals are showing what means a Schottky defect. Okay, so Schottky defect means it is a type of stoichiometric defect. Schottky defect means it is a type of what means a stoichiometric defect, we can say. Stoichiometric defect means missing of ionic pairs. Missing of ionic pairs, we can say. Due to this Schottky defect, density of crystal becomes low. Lattice energy of crystal becomes low. Lattice energy of crystal becomes low. Density of crystal becomes low because of here ion is not present. Therefore, attraction getting reduced. Here also ion is not present, therefore attraction getting reduced. Therefore, like this happened. Okay, sorry. Next type of defect we will see now. Next type of defect. First, we will take a ideal crystal. We will take ideal crystal. Now, what is ideal crystal we are taking in the sense we will take silver chloride. We will take an ideal crystal. That ideal crystal is what means silver chloride. We will take. Now we are taking silver chloride. In silver chloride, ions are present. What are the ions? Means Ag plus and Cl minus ions. These ions are present in this way. These ions are present like this. Sorry, okay. these ions are present like this. Here Ag plus. Here Ag plus we can say Cl minus, Ag plus, Cl minus. Then we can say here Cl minus, here ion is missing, Cl minus, Ag plus. Okay, like this present. So we will write ideal crystal means we should not say missing, we should not say, therefore we will write like this. Okay, so it is ideal crystal. For this ideal crystal, what is the formula of formula means 1:1 ratio. Silver chloride formula is AgCl and ratio is how much means 1:1 ratio we can say. Okay. Now practically available crystal we'll see. Practically how it is available, that we'll see. Now we will see practically AgCl available as what, that we will see. Practically AgCl available as what, that we will see. So it is Ag plus, here Cl minus, Ag plus, Cl minus. Next Cl minus, here Cl minus, Ag plus. Then Ag plus, Cl minus, Ag plus, Cl minus. Here Cl minus, Ag plus, Cl minus, Ag plus. Okay. Next, here what is there means here Ag plus is there. At this place, what is there means Ag plus is there. Okay. So at this place, what is present means Ag plus ion is present. At this place, Ag plus ion is present. Okay. Now practically available AgCl we took. In the practically available AgCl, if you see, in the practically available AgCl, at this place ion is missing. At this place ion is missing. Therefore, this place is due to this place is having defect. This defect is in terms of missing. That means vacant. Therefore, we can say it is having vacancy defect. We can say it is having vacancy defect. Next, we will see here in this place. This place is called, now this Ag plus is occupying this place. Cl minus is occupying this place. Okay, here Ag plus is there, Cl minus is there, here Ag plus, here Cl minus. This place is called what we can say means interstitial site. Interstitial site. Interstitial site. Now you see this Ag plus, you see. Actually here what is missing? Here which ion is missing? Ag plus is missing. That Ag plus is present at which place? Here Ag plus is missing, isn't it or not? Because for remaining we will see this Ag plus is having this Cl minus. This Ag plus is having this Cl minus. This Cl minus is not having Ag plus Cl. Okay. Now this Cl minus is having Ag plus. Here Ag plus is having Cl minus. This Ag plus has Cl minus. So this Ag plus is extra only, no? So here missing only, no? So the missing Ag plus came to this place, shall we say? So in the rest of the places, you see, in the rest of the places, interstitial site, how it is there, see. How the interstitial site is there in the rest of the places, you see. Here, how the interstitial sites are there, like this only, here also interstitial sites are there, but here alone exception. Here alone exception. Here, what is missing? That came to interstitial site. What is missing here? What is missing at this lattice point? That came to interstitial site. What is missing here? That came to interstitial site. Therefore, we can call this is as a interstitial defect. We can call this is as what means interstitial defect. We can say here interstitial defect is there. What is missing? That came to interstitial position. What is missing? That came to interstitial position. Therefore, we can call this is having interstitial defect. We can say. So actually, where Ag plus should be present? Actually, where this Ag plus should be present? Ideal crystal says here. Okay. So here you see that here you see that first we will see this ideal crystal. In ideal crystal, how Ag plus and Cl minus ions are present, you see. Now, this is practically available AgCl. This is practically available AgCl. So, this place you see that, vacant. Actually, in this place, what should be there? Actually, in this place, what should be there? Ag plus should be there. Ideal crystal says here Ag plus should be there. But here vacant Ag plus is not there. So Ag plus is not there. It is simply it is vacant. Since Ag plus not there, it is having defect. Since Ag plus is not there, it is having defect. Therefore, we can say that it is a vacancy defect. What we can say means it is vacancy defect. We can say this is a vacancy defect. We can say, and this Ag plus has gone to which place? The Ag plus missed here, but that has gone to which place? This place. This place is called what? Interstitial site. Now, how the interstitial sites present in this AgCl crystal? You see, here you see interstitial sites are vacant. Here also you see interstitial sites are vacant. Here also you see interstitial sites are vacant. In this crystal also, in the practically available AgCl crystal also, see interstitial sites all are vacant. Here also interstitial sites are vacant. Here also interstitial sites are vacant, but this interstitial site contains Ag plus. So interstitial site should be vacant, but that is having Ag plus. Interstitial site should be vacant, but that is having Ag plus. Therefore, a defect is there with respect to interstitial site, so that it is called a interstitial defect, we can say. We are calling this as a interstitial defect, we are saying. Then actually this Ag plus, where it should present here. This Ag plus actually where it should present here. Instead of presenting here, it is presenting in this place. That means position is displaced. Position is changed. What we can say, position is changed, we can say. Therefore, we can call this is as a dislocation defect. We can call this is as what means dislocation defect. We can call dislocation defect. Dislocation defect in the sense changing in the position, not in the actual position, so we can call this is as a dislocation defect. Now you say that dislocation defect because of a change in the position. Now you see, actually this place is vacant. In this place, actually what should be there? Ag plus should be there, but that Ag plus came to which place? Interstitial place. So Ag plus came to interstitial site means how the Ag plus size should be there when compared to Cl minus size. How the size of Ag plus should be there when compared to size of Cl minus, such that it came to interstitial site. Do you think size of Ag plus and size of Cl minus same? Now, how the size of Ag plus should be there when compared to Cl minus size, such that Ag plus came to interstitial site? Do you think size of these two equal? Do you say they are not equal? Not equal in the sense which is less, do you say? Which is less, do you say? Do you think that the size of these two are same? If the one possibility will take size of these two same. If you take size of these two equal, then how the interstitial site will be there? How the size of interstitial site when compared to this? Now we will take a size of Ag plus is equal to size of Cl minus, we will take. Then we will see the interstitial site. We will see how the size of interstitial site. It is this size of interstitial site you take, and the size of this site you take. Do you think that they are equal? Do you think they are equal? If the size of Ag plus and size of Cl minus if you take, then size of this interstitial site and the size of this site, do you think they are equal? You are saying that they are equal, you are saying. How it is possible? How it is possible, do you say? Sir, now we will see, we will do one thing. We will see the size of interstitial site and we will see the size of lattice site. We will discuss. Then we will come to this point. Now I will take. Now what I will take means anion. Anion I will take. Anion. This anion is forming. Anion forms FCC. Anion forms FCC. Why I have gone for this one means, what about size of interstitial site when compared to size of lattice site, lattice point, that we want to compare. So that only I have taken this. We'll take anion forms FCC. That means anion occupies corners, anion occupies corners and face centers. Anion occupies corners and face centers. Then we will take a cation occupies octahedral void. Cation occupies octahedral void will take. Cation occupies octahedral void will take. Now we will see size of this octahedral void and the size of this anion, that is called lattice point. This is called a lattice point. Now we will see these two. This octahedral void means it is called interstitial site. Interstitial site. It is called interstitial site. Octahedral void means interstitial site. Interstitial void. Okay, octahedral void is called interstitial site. Corners and face centers means lattice point. Now we will see regarding these two, anion and cation, how the sizes will be there. How the size of this void will be there when compared to size of this lattice point, that we will see. Now we will take same anions, we will take same anions. Okay, now we will construct a octahedron. We will construct octahedron, we will construct. Sir. So now we are going for which one in the sense octahedron. So for getting octahedron, let me keep one sphere like this. Then I will keep another sphere. Then I am keeping another sphere. Okay. So I took first I will take one sphere. I will take one sphere I took. Then I will take another sphere. I will take. I took another sphere. Let me take another sphere. Another sphere. Let me take another sphere. Okay. So I kept 4 spheres. I kept. Sorry. So now we will take one. Okay. Next we will take another. Next we will take another. Okay. We placed four spheres. We placed to get octahedron. We have to take still more two spheres. We have to take still more two spheres. We have to take to get octahedron. That we will think that one placed above, another we placed down. Like this we will think. Okay. So one sphere we placed above and another sphere we placed down. Like this we will consider. Sir. Now we will take. This is center point. This is center point. This is center point. Now let us join these center points. Now let us join these center points. We joined center points. We joined. Then we'll join like this. We'll take it is A, it is B, it is C. Triangle ABC I will take. Triangle ABC I will take. In the triangle ABC, we will say AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square we can say. AC square equal to AB square plus BC square we can say. This is what means anion. This is what means anion. Now the anion we said here. Okay, we said about anion. We said about anion. Anions we said. Sorry. Now we will say this place. This place is called what do you say? This place is called what do you say? This place. That place is called what? This place is called what do you say? Will you say it is as a void? If you say this is as a void, what void do you say? What void do you say? If you say this is as a void, it is what void? Which void do you say? Which void? What is the name of this void? Do you call this is as octahedral void or tetrahedral void or triangular void or square planar void? Square planar void or which void do you say? Which void it is? Sorry. Sorry. Now we will take a octahedron we will take. Octahedron means three spheres we have to keep in one layer and three spheres we have to keep in another layer. Okay. First we will keep three spheres. It is one sphere we placed. Next we will keep next sphere. Next sphere we placed. Okay. Next we will keep another sphere. This sphere we will place here. Okay. We placed three spheres. Three spheres we placed, one layer is over. Now we will go for another layer. Next layer will go. We will go to second layer. In the second layer we will place the spheres. Okay, one sphere we placed in the second layer. Next we place another sphere. We placed another sphere. Next sphere we will place another sphere. So in the second layer we placed 3 spheres. In the first layer we placed 3 spheres. Now you say, what is this place called? What is this place called? What is the name of this place, do you say? In the first layer 3 spheres we placed. In the second layer 3 spheres we placed. Now what is this place called? What is this place called, do you say? What is the name of this sphere? What is the name of this place? This place name is what? This place. What is the name of this place, do you say? What is the name of that place? Is it a void? If it is void, which void? To get the octahedron, how many layers we have to consider? 2 layers, no? So if it is void, what is the name of this void, do you say? You are saying this is void. What is the name of this void? What is the name of this void, we can say? Will you say octahedral void or tetrahedral void, or what void will you say? To get octahedron, how many layers we have to take? 2 layers. In each layer, how many spheres we have to consider? 3 spheres. So this blue color is representing, suppose second layer if you take, this brown color is representing a first layer. This brown color is representing first layer. This brown color is first layer, this blue color is second layer. Now between this first layer and second layer, a void is created. What is the name of this void? So 3 spheres above and 3 spheres below we placed. Like this, if you place, that is called what? Then this is called what shape? This is called octahedron shape. This is called octahedron shape, means this void is called what? Octahedral void. Now, what is the size of this octahedral void when compared to this particle size? You see, to get the octahedron, we took these 6 particles. We took these 6 spheres we took. Now, how the size of this octahedral void will be there when compared to this size of these particles, which forming octahedron? How the octahedral void is there, you see? How the octahedral void size? What is the size of octahedral void when compared to these particle size? This particle size, how it is there? Do you think? How the size of octahedral void is there when compared to these particles size? Do you think that octahedral void size is same like this particle size? What is the size of octahedral void? Now the question is size of octahedral void, and the size of particle, size of sphere which makes octahedron. Size of this sphere which makes octahedron. How it is there? Compare size of octahedral void and size of this sphere which makes octahedron. How this is there? How these two sizes are there? Do you say same, or which is small? Which is small, do you say? You have seen this. This is octahedron we got here. This place is called octahedral void, we are saying. This place is called octahedral void, we are saying. This, what is the size of this octahedral void when compared to size of this sphere? How it will be there? Do you think they are same? Or do you think which is small? Which is small, do you say? How it will be there, do you think? How it will appear? Here we have considered these you consider as spheres. These you consider as spheres. The spheres are arranged, 6 spheres arranged like this. So you are saying that size of octahedral void is less. Octahedral void is having smaller size. These spheres are having higher size. Correct? Sorry, we will find what is that value. We'll find before that. Before finding that one,